333. R.I.P.P. Don P. PhD. Yeah. I said, R.I.P. TV. Tell the homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's every day, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? R.I.P.P. God bless the real. Only for the righteous. The rest will go to hell. Flipping through the book of Revelation. Figure it out. Transliterate the translation. Do it yourself. It's the last days. Life is a test and we in a cage. Concrete jungle. Everyday struggle. Fuck the pain. I'm on some HNIC shit. Hegelian 3 shit. If you don't know what I mean, you was never G. Real shit. R.I.P. Yo, P, play that beat back, 333. Burn some weed, we repeat that. Shake me up a Tuka pack, break me off a 20 piece. I'm gone, never looking back. Y'all can't talk to me. R.I.P. TV, tell the homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's every day, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? Like the weed, play some IMD for me. It's hell on earth for real, but y'all don't wanna see paper trail politics. All the shit was prophecy, strictly for the family. Peace to the prodigy. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. Yo.
Yo, what up, everybody? It is time for Gray Matter for you football heads. Now, this is the regular season wrap-up, so we ain't got to talk about no whack-ass fucking teams anymore. We can only talk about teams that matter. Whenever Kerry pops in, we will start, and we're going to do the very first all 3-3-3 team today. I don't know, I probably should have wrote this shit down before we started, but fuck it. That's not how I do this. We usually just kind of go off. Dre, what up? Since it's 8 o'clock, it's time for me to roll the fuck up. And I think I will be, since it's a sports show, I think I'll be going with the Sean Bradley today. So, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I hope everybody's staying safe and productive in 2021. And, yeah, sorry that I did not do the Dower Hour today. I was busy accomplishing things that I've been working on for years. So, we will reconvene with the Dower Hour tomorrow. We're basically doing the Dower Hour right now, as a matter of fact. So, tell me what's going on in your lives. What's up? What's poppin' while I roll this motherfucking blunt? It's basically me rolling blunts by myself. Awesome. I will tell you, doing a motherfucking sports show with no co-host and nobody to talk to, it's fucking retarded. So, until Kerry pops in, I'm gonna sit here and smoke motherfucking weed. I know how to get Kerry to pop in. David Blade, what up? Little homie, what up? We about to get it in to the regular season wrap-up. For the first time in, like, our lives, it seems like Patriots are not in the fucking playoffs, yo. Yo, and little homie, I swear to God, I swear to motherfucking God, if the Patriots pick up Adam Gase on their staff, I am renouncing my fandom. I don't care if they go and get Matthew Stafford or not, because that's the rumors I'm hearing, that Matthew Stafford is going to come to New England. I don't give a fuck. If you got Adam Gase on the staff, I'm done. I'm done. Watch how quick I become a Chargers fan and start talking about Justin Herbert. Is that dude? Actually, I'm a fan of no teams anymore. I'm only fans of players. The Pats let Tommy Football walk out the door so they could have Cam doing whatever the fuck he's doing right now. Meanwhile, Tom's throwing 40 touchdowns at 43 years old. Come on, man. The fuck y'all doing up there? Oh. Yo, little homie, I'm telling you, son. If motherfucking Adam Gase is on the staff, I'm done. I'm done. I won't even tell people I went to college in Boston. I'm done. I will run to the opposite side of the football universe to wherever that motherfucker is at. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I'm done. It's over. I swear to God, I swear that if Adam Gase leaves the state of New York and travels north, it's over for the Pats.
What up, homie?
Yo, what up? Yo, it's the regular season's finally over. We made it.
We did. We did.
I wish I would have prepared for today's show, considering there's like a lot of shit to talk about, but I actually had more important things to do today. So, which is a rarity.
You and me both.
Well, I mean, to keep you updated, because you've been around since the very beginning, I had a meeting with my lawyer today and was just like, yo, homie, it's 2021. It's time to do this. Are you in or what? That's literally the meeting. He said, of course I'm in. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Good.
Yeah, so I got the legal part completely taken care of, dude. He's like, literally, well, I'll take care of all of it. I'm like, fuck yes, I could just do what I do. You do what you do, dude.
That's what's up.
So yeah, nah, that was huge, dude. I'm just like, what? Fuck yeah, he wants in. And yo, I swear to God, Kerry, while I was sitting in his office, I called him. I called him Saul Goodman. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, Saul, what up? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, yo, I feel like Walter White and you're Saul Goodman all of a sudden. I said, look at this shit.
Yeah, well, that does not make me the fat black one.
No. You would be, see, since we're all, our characters are all different, and you would definitely be the Bill Burr character.
Yeah, I can rock with that.
Yeah, we'll call you Black Burr. See, I'm glad that I have friends that when I say shit like that, they laugh, because that was funny. That was funny.
Shit it.
Yeah, of course. That was hilarious. Yo, so the first topic at hand. Yo, fuck the Eagles. As a Giants fan, I know you are fucking disgusted. Now, as a football fan, I know you are even more disgusted.
Yes.
That is just something that you do not do on the field, ever.
Well, and then also to just straight up lie. He says we're trying to win. He couldn't even get the lie out of his mouth. He was stumbling over his words. He's to say that you're still trying to win the game by putting in Nate Sudfeld. He was like, oh yeah, we still had Ertz out there. We still had whoever else he mentioned.
Kelsey and Slay and
whatever. It's like, you put in Nate Sudfeld.
Yo, here's the other thing that he said that really pissed me off. Because, like, as a football fan, this really fucking pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well, Nate's been on our roster for 3 seasons, and we want to get a good look at him on tape.
JV! Like Nate was on the JV squad and got moved up to varsity, and he just wanted to give him a look.
In week 17, in the fourth quarter of a 3-point game.
and you already... this is when I most definitely knew the bullshit was in. You kick the field goal to tie, point blank, period.
Every time.
Play. If you're not at the 1 inch line, you're like 3 yards, 4 yards back. They're going for it. What are they doing? You kick the field goal.
So here's my question on that. Do you think that who's the Jeff Lurie? Is that the owner?
Jeff Lurie, yeah.
Do you think Jeff Lurie made a deal with Doug Peterson and said, "Listen, man, you got a job next year. Just do what I tell you to do. Just do what I need to be done, and you're here next year." Because there's no way in the world that Doug Peterson would do that, thinking that he wasn't going to have a job next year. Because who the fuck is going to hire him now after that?
Right. I mean, because you Greg Williams yourself. Like, what was that? But also don't try to insult. Don't try to insult our intelligence.
It's a nationally televised game. The whole world is watching Nate Sudfeld throw shit into the dirt. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Last game of the regular season, and it's the game of the night.
And you, as an Eagles member, have a chance to keep a division rival out of the playoffs by defeating them.
But so for those of you who don't know much about the history of the NFC East, here's the thing. It's Dallas and the Washington squad only have beef during Thanksgiving. That's it. Dallas and Philly, nasty rivalry. G's, Dallas, nasty rivalry. G's, Philly,
horrible.
Most nasty.
Yeah.
The worst.
Terrible.
G's versus Washington, it's friendly. It's a friendly match. Philly versus Washington, friendly. And outside of Thanksgiving, Dallas versus Washington. It's not that bad. Nobody worries about Washington. Like, nobody. They probably shook hands afterwards. Like, yes, this was lovely. So to keep anyone out, Phila would have most definitely wanted to keep the G's out. On some real fuck you shit. Now, saying all this, yes. Is it on the Giants to make sure you win enough games so it doesn't come down?
And we are officially a trinity for today.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I knew he was popping up for this one.
It's on the Giants so that it doesn't come down to you.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Holy shit.
But at the same time,
Yo, it feels good to be a Seahawks fan, doesn't it? Nice is popping up all the time now.
Nah, I'm still. I'm still.
Don't even say it. Don't say it. Don't say what's about to come out of your mouth. Don't. I gave you the opportunity.
Yeah.
There will never be another one.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Don't do it because you heard in the rumors that the Jags might take Justin Fields and you still might get Trevor Lawrence. Don't fucking do this to yourself, Nice. We have warned you for years. Do not do this to yourself.
fact.
Shout out to y'all, man. Happy New Year.
Hey, you too, son. Yo, son, we was just talking about I'm glad you popped in early because the first topic at hand was what the fuck were the Eagles doing Sunday night? What were they doing out there? What was that? I mean, we know they much rather would have had pick number 6 versus number 9.
Yeah.
We get it, but you don't do it like that.
Yeah, he blatantly did it.
You just play call around it, run it a bunch, whatever. You don't fucking not kick 4-yard field goals and fucking have Nate Sudfeld out there in the fourth quarter.
Nate Sudfeld hasn't even seen the field in
4 years. 4 fucking years.
He was trying to see what he can do. You know what he can do.
Exactly. Exactly.
You've seen it in practice.
He could do.
There's a reason he's not on the fucking active roster. You've seen what he can do. That's exactly why they put him in there. They know what he can do. We need him to do what he does.
And I also think it's the Giants' blood too. He wanted to stick it to the Giants.
That's what Kerry just said.
He wanted to do that. He definitely don't like the Giants. That now you know for a fact that he really hates the Giants.
So, Dice, I already asked Kerry this. Do you think that Jeff Lurie had a conversation with Doug Peterson ahead of time and said, "Listen, man, I need you to tank. Your job is safe next year. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He has to have his job next year. There's no way you tank and get fired.
Yeah.
No way in the world you would do that for the world to see and then lose your job and try to get another one.
Yeah, nah. His job security is safe, man. Oh, he's good.
Especially with the that little win streak that they went on with Jalen Hurts. He can look at Jeff Lurie and be like, I fucking told you Carson Wentz sucked. You're the one that gave him a $110 million deal, not me.
Yep. Carson Wentz, man, he's on his way out.
Wow, Jalen Hurts really saved Doug Peterson's job then. Good for him.
Yeah. And what you call him will go to the Colts and look pretty good.
Well, there's see that with the quarterback carousel, they're already saying Carson Wentz to the Colts because of the Frank Reich Carson Wentz connection.
Yeah.
Now the most interesting one that I'm seeing right now is Matt Stafford to the Patriots.
Oh yeah, man, that's.
I mean, he don't have nobody to throw it to, but welcome to playing in Detroit again, all over, dude. At least you got the hoodie this time.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I mean, they can get a little bit of weapons.
No, they can. Bill Belichick is terrible at evaluating skill position talent. He's terrible at it.
He is.
He's whiffed on running backs, wide receivers galore. The only thing they got right was Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski in the same draft. That was it.
That was it, yeah.
Talent-wise. And then all the other ones were all like, Julian Edelman. You hit on a seventh rounder who was a option quarterback, and you're going to turn him into a punt returner. You're the only ones who were going to do that. So all of their draft hits were all nobodies, like Tom Brady. They were good at finding talent that nobody else saw. They are terrible at evaluating A-level talent.
Yeah. Their scouting team and all that is pretty good. They're really good.
So I find it interesting. Nice. Let me ask you this: do the Dolphins keep Tua? Because they have the number 3 pick because of that Tunsil trade.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, yeah, you might as well. You haven't really evaluated if he's good or not because you keep pulling him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You haven't really gave him like a full season to see what he can possibly do.
All right, nice. Let me ask you this. You've watched a season of Tua played quarterback. Yeah, see, Carrie, I already know the answer. Carrie, let me ask you the same question. Would you start your franchise with Tua? Would you be like, yes, I want him as my franchise quarterback?
Me personally, no.
No.
I wouldn't even pick Tua from the gate.
So if they can get draft capital for him, and you've got the number 3 pick, and you also have the Texans' 2nd round pick, which would be the 35th pick overall, and your 1st and 2nd round picks.
Yeah.
You have enough draft capital. You can kind of let Tua go because these rookie deals are worth nothing. It's not going to cost you anything anymore.
Yeah.
And then you might be able to go get somebody else.
Zach Wilson. You'll be in position to get Zach Wilson or one of these guys. One of these quarterback Trask or the little kid from Alabama. You can get a couple dudes, check them out.
I mean, if you've got a high level draft pick and you're picking somebody from Alabama, it better be Devontae Smith.
Oh yes, better be.
Not picking Mac Jones quarterback. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, Devontae Smith is incredible.
Devontae Smith is ridiculous. He is ridiculous, man. His
win the Heisman point blank period.
His route running is exceptional, man.
I mean, how many times do you see a wide receiver, let alone win a Heisman, which he's going to, just even get to the final ceremony? Randy Moss was the last one. Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Larry Fitz got there, and he got 2nd, and Moss got 3rd.
He is phenomenal, man. And it's like they game plan for him because weather was out, so it's no one-on-one with him. You know what I'm saying? They have the game plan around him, and he still destroyed people.
Kerry, you know what this has reminded me of? This is a parallel of Sammy Watkins being an absolute monster at Clemson, and then all of a sudden DeAndre Hopkins comes in, and then Sammy gets pushed to the number 2, and everyone's like, what happened to that guy? He almost won a Heisman. Well, no, that guy's way better than him. Yeah. Same thing's happening. You had Jalen Waddle, who was a monster, and then all of a sudden this guy gets on the field and just like, whoa, wait a minute, who the
Yep.
fuck is this guy?
Yep.
Speaking of another Devontae, yo, Jesus Christ, Devontae Adams is incredible.
Yes.
So here's my
Yes.
thing, right? And so
Yes.
this would be the perfect year for a receiver to really get the MVP.
He won't. He'll get Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
Yeah, he won't get
He's gonna
that.
most likely go to Aaron Jones.
Aaron Rodgers getting that MVP.
Yeah, 48 touchdowns. He led the league in every category that counts.
He's
Yeah.
getting that. He's getting that MVP.
And we all saw it. He had one bad week. That was the Tampa game. Every other week he balled out. Patrick Mahomes had these last 3 weeks. Dude, they didn't cover the spread like the last 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
You know, so, but yo, Devontae Adams, 13 and a half games of action, 18 fucking touchdown catches in the NFL when everyone knows you're getting the ball. That is fucking, that's Randy Moss type shit.
Everybody.
Yep. Yep. I told you his route running, man. His route running made Ocho Cinco cry.
Well, Aaron Rodgers said it when Devontae was a rookie and he kept dropping passes left and right. He said, "Nah, we're keeping this one. You see his footwork and his route running. We'll teach him to catch."
Yeah, man, his route running is like no other, man. It's like his route running is incredible, man. Like he really turns defensive backs. Like he makes them do 360.
Professionals who get paid to stop him.
Yeah, number one corners at that. These aren't bums. These are guys who are at the top of their game, just getting spun around. He's incredible, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it helps when you got the greatest thrower of the football in the history of football throwing you the ball, but you still got to get open.
But he still gotta get open.
And he makes
And
a ton of contested catches.
I told you he was working with Ocho Cinco and a few others, Terrell Owens, a few other dudes, and they was really like working him out heavy. You know what I'm saying? And he really that really changed his game. Like he came and his route running is just
Well, I saw the same thing with DK Metcalf.
yeah
Instantly this year. I remember by week 2, I was asking both of you, who the fuck did he work out with in the offseason? Because he's completely different now.
different. All DK did his rookie season was run a straight line.
Yeah.
That was it. His
still-
rookie season, that's all he was doing. I'ma just run straight, just throw it up to me. I'ma go.
Yeah, Devontae, man. I mean, I called it like 6-7 weeks ago. I said he's going to end up being the Offensive Player of the Year because he scored every fucking game. He's the only player in the league who scored every fucking game that he played.
Yep. They're gonna either give it to him or King Henry.
They got to give it to him. They have to.
I really want them to give it to him, but you know
They
King
have to,
Henry-
nice, because King Henry, there was one game where he was held to like 60 yards, and you can't do that.
Yeah, but he also had back-to-back 2,000 yards rushing season.
Well, I mean, yes, I get it.
Monster.
But
He did it. Hold up, though. He did it in high school. He did it in college,
Yeah,
in the SEC.
yeah,
Now he's done it in the pros multiple times.
yeah. He's a beast. He's a
now
beast.
we're watching a generational talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like
I can't
Adrian
wait for
Peterson
that.
when he got into the league, and you were just like, well, why is he so much bigger and faster than everyone? And
But
he's
see,
running so
AD
violently.
He came in with that hype coming out of high school. We didn't really learn about him until he was really at Alabama. But you know, Alabama has so many backs. You're just like, okay, he's just another one.
Dude, whenever he won the Heisman, I was just like, whatever, Mark Ingram won a fucking Heisman there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Trent Richardson.
Yeah.
You remember him? So when he got to the league and he kind of struggled, and Deion Lewis had his job, it was like, is he gonna be a bust? And then
I can't wait for Saturday, man. That's gonna be a phenomenal game, man.
Well, I mean, it's super Saturday. Now there's three games on each day.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't care. It's still not better than the divisional round. The divisional round in the NFL is the best singular day in sports.
Yes, but that matchup I didn't expect to see this early.
Nah, of course.
That's what's gonna make it really, really, really exciting. Because that's two teams that's finally found Tennessee always got their niche. They know their formula. Sometimes they go against it, but they know what it is.
All right, so speaking of Tennessee, how about that last, what was it, 17 seconds of football action from Tennessee?
Oh yes.
What
Oh,
in
my
the
God.
yo? I swear to God, I just don't understand how stupid people get that high paying jobs.
Yeah.
They have 16 fucking seconds and one timeout. There's nothing but a go route available, and you left this guy one on one with goddamn AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
AJ Brown 101.
He smoked him, but boy, Tannehill absolutely put a dime on it, dude.
Yes.
Tannehill is way more accurate than people give him credit for.
Dude, that was perfect. That was a flawless throw when he needed it the most. Loved it.
Tannehill really improved. I must give Tannehill a lot of props, man, because I watched Tannehill from college on till now.
Well, you know what? The only reason that I hate fucking Tannehill is because what's his name? The college, the draft analyst, not Mel Kiper, the other one.
Todd McShay?
Yeah, fucking Todd McShay just said Ryan Tannehill's name on draft night like 7 billion times and kept saying he will have the best career of any of these quarterbacks. I'm like, do you see the other quarterbacks in this draft, you idiot?
Yeah. He was saying that too.
Oh, God, it pissed me off so much. But I will give Tannehill, I'm a realist, dude. He is playing incredible. That throw was amazing.
Yeah, he actually improved. He improved a lot with his mechanics and decision making. A lot.
Well, I mean, it helps when you've got these two absolute giants out at wide receiver, and you can just throw it at them. Here.
Yeah, and also the coaching, man. Coaching makes a big difference, man. It shows you how important coaching is.
Well, nice. Let's not discount the biggest factor in Ryan Tannehill's success. It helps when you've got a guy that constantly rushes for 2,000 yards right behind you.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, of course. You know the formula. You keep on running, and then you hit that little play action. So and the receivers that you have, multiple guys is gonna get open. So it's not really that tough, but still, his mechanics has vastly improved.
Well, they've done a really good job of building getting the proper player skill set around that team. All those wide receivers are big and they will block.
Yeah. They're huge. Their hands. They got perfect hands. AJ Brown is, that's my guy. That's him and DK, man. They're like Batman and Robin. So that's how it went, man.
So another funny thing, because I'm just looking at the standings before we get into it. The only other thing I wanted to talk about before we actually we wrap up this season. So I heard that walking off of the field, Deshaun Watson looked at J.J. Watt and apologized to him for wasting a year of his career.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That I fucks with Deshaun Watson, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, Deshaun has always been a winner.
Dude, this guy just led the NFL in passing yards, and he just apologized to him like, dude, I wasted it. No, you didn't waste a year of his career. The organization did, dude.
The organization did that. Like, he's used to winning, man, and right now, it's gonna take a while for it to happen.
Yeah, they're damaged for a few years. Bill O'Brien, he Nero'd that organization. He burnt that shit to the ground.
That Tunsil move was very bad. The Tunsil move was very bad, man, because you gave up too many picks, and for Ryan Tunsil, like that was too much.
I mean,
he is a good player.
He did make the Pro Bowl this year, so but you got a first and a second.
Yes, you just destroyed you rebuilding around Deshaun Watson now is going to take years now. It's going to take a couple more years than it should.
And especially you shipped out Nuke for what they keep saying it was a bag of footballs.
Yeah, you shipped out Nuke for nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible. All right, so let's run down the standings, the final standings in the year. So, AFC East kind of went exactly how we all thought it would. The Bills win. Yeah. The Dolphins were competitive. The Patriots fell off the shelf, and the Jets suck. That literally went exactly what 1, 2, 3, and 4 happened exactly like we said it was going to.
Exactly the way we put it. I mean the Bills is just the far more superior team in that division right now.
Yo, it's looking like the Bills might make it to the fucking Super Bowl, dude. They are playing excellent football right now.
They are.
The only thing, I don't think they're gonna do it when that AFC Championship game come around. I think they're gonna fold because it's their first time. Josh Allen might fold. I got to see how he really plays under the bright
All right, so
light.
here's my thought on it. If the Bills and Titans get to the AFC Championship game, the Bills will beat them. If
Yeah.
the Chiefs and Bills get there, then the Chiefs will win because it's too hard to dethrone the champ when it's your first time and you're not ready. But I think the Bills are a better football team than the Titans are total.
Yeah, I honestly think that the Ravens gonna pull off that game against the Titans.
Well, I mean, if we go back to our preseason kickoff, the Ravens were my preseason AFC Super Bowl.
Oh, they look poised to do it. They look ready.
Yeah,
And-
no,
and
you guys both know that the NFL playoffs is all about momentum at the end of the year. That's all that matters.
Right now, they have a lot of momentum right now.
They do.
Action Jackson is back. He's back.
Well, Hollywood Brown is healthy again, and the addition
Yep, of Dez.
changed that whole offense, dude. They got a guy now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and Mark Andrews playing extremely well, and J.K. Dobbins, very good year this year.
Oh yeah, Ohio State running backs, man, they breathing.
They do.
Just shout out to that dude, Sherman too. from
Yeah.
Ohio
Oh
State.
yeah, he was getting busy.
My God, he's a monster.
Yeah, Clemson looked like they didn't even belong on the fucking field, dude. That was ugly.
Yeah. And like I've been telling you, Joe, about Justin Fields, he's not a bred OSU quarterback.
This is why it'll work because he impressed the shit out of me because I texted Kerry nice. Kerry wasn't even watching the game. I had to text him. I said, Jesus fucking Christ, Justin Fields just got rocked.
Yeah.
He has to have had broken ribs, dude. He couldn't even get on the bike. His shit hurt so much. And then he went out and threw like 5 more touchdowns. I was like,
Yeah.
And not dinking dunks. He
Nope.
was chucking
I
that
told you,
bitch
man.
with accuracy.
Remember Justin Fields came in the same
Not
time as
Georgia.
Trevor Lawrence. He was the second top prospect.
Yeah.
The only thing Georgia didn't know what to do with him. Georgia was too busy running that what's his name? That
Jake
bum.
Fromm. They was too loyal.
Jake
to
Fromm from State Farm.
Yeah.
Jake Fromm from State Farm. They were too loyal to him.
Exactly.
And Fields right there.
Man, Georgia had another chip running them if they put Fields in.
All right, so nice. Me and Kerry just talked about this last week after you had to run and go do your thing in the lab about how Ohio State made a huge mistake when Dwayne Haskins was there because they were so enamored with Dwayne Haskins being a 5-star blue chip prospect. And they had Joe Burrow on the roster the whole time and didn't put him in even though he was outplaying him because he was only a 2-star recruit. And the kid had to go leave and go have the best statistical season in the history of college football. And it's just like, you guys let Dewey Haskins start over that kid? What the fuck?
I mean, see some of these coaches, man, they don't use their brains when it comes to when they see 5-star recruits and 4 stars, they automatically lose their mind when they recruit.
Their mind.
And
Yo, nice. I always tell this story. So Robin Charles at Fairmont State. Now, mind you, Division II college football. Yes, there are a few NFL players that you will see on the field. And you know it when you see him. Like, yeah, that guy's not supposed to be here. He probably had terrible grades or something, you know.
Yeah.
And so our safety, Robin Charles, 6'4", about 220 something, literally jumped so high off of a standing vertical that he couldn't dunk because he would get his head above the rim and he was completely out of control. It was hilarious, right? He was a power lifter too. We're talking like 350 on the bench like it's nothing. Gigantic specimen of a human. Did not start at Division II. He leaves, goes out to college, somewhere in California, and ends up on the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, wow.
How the fuck did he not start for us?
Yeah.
Like, shit like that happens.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens when They rather play the top recruit, the 5-star recruit, than a 2-star recruit.
Dude, I saw a few people that I played with that I was just like, wow, if the NFL knew that you existed, they would just come get you just off of athleticism. They'll teach you to play this game.
Yeah. If I was coaching, the better man plays. I don't care what recruit he is. The better man has to take the field. We're trying to win here. We're not trying to really,
We're not pulling a Nate. We're not doing a Sudfield. That's I'm calling it. It's no longer tanking. You're Sudfielding.
Yeah, you Sudfield.
That guy, they just ruined that guy's life. He didn't. That wasn't his choice or his call. He's just trying to get some plays on film too, so he can go get a better job somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, he's never getting.
He's never getting another job, son.
It's over for him. He will be looking for a job at State Farm or something.
Yo, I bet you The Rock, the XFL's not even going to call this asshole.
Oh, yeah, nah, the XFL don't want him.
The Rock's not doing that. So anyway, AFC North. A bit of a surprise to me was Pittsburgh winning the division.
Yeah, I thought Baltimore was going to win the division.
Me too.
Was going to come in. I thought Pittsburgh would have came in second.
No, I actually, in my preseason prognostication, I had Cleveland making the playoffs ahead of Pittsburgh, and I had Pittsburgh just missing it. I didn't think they were going to be that good this year.
Nah, I knew they was. Once I knew Big Ben was coming back, the weapons that they were getting around them and drafting Claypool just weaponized that offense so much. I knew they was going to make it.
See, Kerry, I looked at it the opposite way. I thought the elbow that we saw at the end of the year was going to happen way earlier.
Oh yeah, nah. I knew it was going to happen, but I knew it was going to happen later on in the season.
Nah, see, I thought it was going to happen earlier and they were going to collapse. So we knew the Bengals were going to suck. Joey Bag of Donuts, bright future though. So, I don't know what happens with Cleveland after they go and lose this first round playoff game.
Yes, which they will.
Is it like did getting into the playoffs, does that make them keep Baker?
Yeah.
They're not gonna have any choice.
They better.
Yeah.
They better.
I mean, he did something that they haven't done in over how many years now? 12 years or something like that.
And people forget this is what, year 3 for him?
More than that, since 2002.
No, I'm saying this is year 3 for Baker. He's still out. He's still so fucking young, dude.
Yeah, and he's gonna get better. He's not gonna get worse.
And like Kerry said it a couple weeks ago, see that throw that Baker had. Now I see why you always talk about him. Man, when he's on, dude, he is on.
His accuracy is impeccable, man. If he gets on, if he get red hot and in the groove, you're in trouble.
Yo, so you know who he is? Baker Mayfield is the J.R. Smith of football.
Yes, exactly. Right on the money. Because if he's hot, you're not gonna stop him.
You're not, but when he's off, he's still firing, and then he's going to go out later and do a dumb interview and then do some dumb shit, and you're going to hear about it. He is the J.R. Smith of football, and I love it, though. I love Baker.
Yeah. I will say it's a good thing he's married because he would be out in the club with Rihanna or somebody else.
1,000,000%.
One Oak, with Taylor Swift or some shit.
Wearing cashmere fucking polos and shit. Yeah, so I didn't really see Pittsburgh doing that, but I'm not gonna get them all right. AFC South basically went how we thought it would.
Yeah.
Tennessee with the victory.
Tennessee.
You know what? The best thing that happened to Tennessee is that Gostowski got Rona. I'm just saying. Somebody had to say it. Because now they got a new kicker in there, and Gostowski misses that kick. This other kicker, Slomi or Show Me, doinks it in, and they win the game.
Yeah, dude.
But look at Derrick Henry on the sidelines. He's like, he missed it because they have PTSD from their kicker missing all of these crucial field goals.
Now, I will play devil's advocate. Even that fucking kicker thought he missed it because he did the Cobra hands. He went.
Yeah.
But it went in though.
Yeah.
But it went in, and so now that he has the confidence now, and they have the confidence, and now they're in. Telling you, best thing that happened to him.
I thought Houston would be better. I didn't know they were going to trade DeAndre Hopkins. Who knew that was going to happen?
Yeah, with D Hop gone, I just
And I really,
you replace him with who? Randall Cobb. I'm sorry.
yeah, I really, really believe in Deshaun Watson's ability to play quarterback. So I had them doing much better than 4-12, as I'm sure we all did. Indianapolis had a little bit better year than I thought. You know, I thought they would improve, but off of Jacoby Brissett, but I didn't think they'd go 11-5.
Also, what's really underrated about them, people don't talk about their defensive acquisitions because they don't have those sexy those names. But you get an Xavier Rhodes, you get
DeForest
from the 49ers,
DeForest Buckner.
Yeah. You already have an all-pro linebacker in Darius Leonard, which not enough people know about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think DeForest Buckner was the biggest offseason defensive acquisition in the NFL. Now that we see how it played out, he was easily the best one.
And you saw what happened when he was out with Rona, and then they just got gashed.
I mean, we all knew, like I said in the beginning, that all the coach needed was a quarterback. That's all they was missing, you know. And Philip Rogers is not. I mean, Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers is not the answer, but he's a tad slight better than Brissett, than Briskets to me. So.
Well, we're also going to see the end of the Brisket because it's looking like Philly Phil might retire at the end of the year, and Drew Brees has already said he is done after this year. So
yeah.
Tom's the only one left out of that run.
Out of that run, yeah. And like I said, you know, the coach they're gonna go shopping for a new one, for a new quarterback.
They are.
They're going to go kick the tires on Carson Wentz like retards.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
will.
exactly what they're gonna do.
But honestly, we all see the physical talent. If you can get him out of whatever mental space he's in, Carson Wentz can fucking play, dude. It's just
He can.
he mentally can't right now. He's like he's Nick Anderson. Man, he's Nick Anderson right now. He missed a couple free throws and he's done.
He's got what we call the yips. But also there's this narrative that some foolhardy sportscaster said that Wentz and the coach would be a package deal to go somewhere. Doug Peterson, Wentz can't stand Doug Peterson. I don't. These people who say this shit have never played a game, never been a significant player, and then a significant player who's been benched.
Well, they also have a job that requires their livelihood counting on how many clicks they can get on their articles. So you say dumb shit like that.
Fucking ridiculous.
That's exactly what happened.
Wentz does not fuck with Dougie P's. Dougie P.
Nah, that's not happening. Honestly, you guys have seen it. The rate of turnover in the NFL. If you're a quarterback, if you physically kind of lose it, you might get another shot. Because look at Mariota out in Vegas. He earned himself another shot, and he played well, so he's sticking in the league somewhere.
He substantiated it. Because everyone was scratching their head when Gruden got him. They were like, really?
Even me. I was like, what?
But then he came in, and I was like, oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's not over for Carson Wentz, but Carson Wentz...
It's far from over. He just needs a new scenery and a fresh start.
Well, he also needs to get out of his own way. You can't be gunslinging it when you're not Brett Favre, and you can't be saying, no, that play's whack, I'm going to call my own play, when Doug Peterson has proven to be a good, effective play caller before, you idiots.
Yeah.
What if Wentz ends up someplace like San Francisco?
I swear to God, that just popped into my head.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that would work because Shanahan...
Amazing leadership there. He can't pull the bullshit that he pulled in Philly, in San Fran. Not with John Lynch there, not with Shanahan there, not with all those vets.
Richard Sherman there.
There's no way he could pull that sort of shit. They have a running back pool of 5 deep. They got receivers everywhere.
You have the
George Kittle,
best
in the game.
Yeah, Kerry, that's a good call. That would actually be his best move.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard it. You're the first person I've heard say that. You know, I watch other sports shows in the morning so that I could like build up my knowledge base and actually have a relevant show and shit. You're the first person to say that. That's an excellent fit. That's literally the best. I'm looking at the standings right now. I can go through every single team in the NFL, and that is literally the best fit for him.
Yeah,
Good call.
but he will end up with the Colts.
Yeah, no, we all know he's gonna go where familiarity is because that's what humans do. And he also will know, well, I can get away with being a little bit more Carson Wentz with Frank because he knows me, blah, blah, blah.
Comfortability.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where he's gonna wind up.
Oh, man. So, let's see. We got one more division in the AFC. AFC West. Did anybody not think the Chiefs were going to win that shit?
Yeah, you would have to be completely high or something or Molly or something.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, this is another division that literally played out exactly like we called it when we discussed it. Chiefs win in a runaway. They're not going to go undefeated. We knew that. We said between 2 and 4 games because that's just realistically they lost 2. They should have lost 4. We know that. We saw that.
Easily.
The Raiders 8-8. Yeah, to be expected. That's kind of what we thought.
Yeah.
They're on the verge of being good.
The Chargers with that 3.
If they could keep their running back from getting caught on the sauce.
Yeah.
Kerry, that shows you how rough that season was in Vegas. Immediately after the game, he's like,
Yeah. Yeah, because
You can't go from living in cars to then getting caught drunk in cars.
oh my God, son, was he still in his shoulder pads when did he even take them off?
I don't even know what was happening.
Yo, nice.
Where he's going.
Nice. I know you be out in these streets, man. I know you know it's Coquito season too, man, out there. Like,
I'm just saying, it's Vegas. You could walk anywhere. You could just walk. You don't gotta drive anywhere. What you doing?
he's got that deep connection to the car, though, Kerry.
That deep
That's literally a subconscious thing that's ingrained in him. That's like the safety zone in his mind. That's where he was always safe.
He probably is like, I just need to get away. I need to get away.
I mean, he really thought they was gonna make the playoffs. That's why.
And they did.
They had a shot.
I mean, listen, there was a couple of weeks there where we're looking at the Raiders like, oh shit.
Yeah, they did have a little run around like week 8 through 11 or 12 where Derek Carr was playing at his peak for the year. Henry Ruggs was getting.
You know who Waller was?
Yeah, Waller was.
He's not a secret now.
Yeah, Waller had 251 yards. Ugh.
He had a couple of 200-yard games this season.
Couple 200 yard games, back to back too.
So the Chargers went 7-9 with that 3-game win streak, and I kind of had them going 500 anyway. They did get rid of Anthony Lynn, which was to be expected.
Oh yeah, we all know that was coming.
So
I was trying to stump for him, but then there was a certain point I'm like, bro, you did it to yourself.
Yeah, he literally did that to himself.
There's nothing else I can do for you.
Just his game management ability does not warrant him a head coaching job.
Horrible.
Terrible.
You can go back to being a coordinator. Some people are just better at that, and it's no shame in that. No shame.
Yeah. But boy, is the future bright out for the Chargers. Good Lord, have mercy.
Yes, it is.
You know that I hit you up, Joe. I was like, man,
they need to go ahead and
this cat can't make, and he is his form perfectly sound. It is perfect. Like he just does.
He literally does everything right.
All they need to do now is just go and get Eric Bieniemy and sign it up and get it going.
I was going to talk about that after we go through a couple more teams because the rumors that I'm hearing right now is, I mean, it's all about like interviews and whatnot, but the team that's making the biggest press right now for Bieniemy is the Falcons.
Yeah,
I know. I saw that.
And basically, every other team is kind of standing pat to see who grabs Eric.
So then they can go.
As EB is off the board, then you'll see the defensive coordinator from the 49ers. Then you'll see.
See everybody start.
But everybody's waiting to see where Eric chooses to go because basically his choice.
Yeah, he's the top gunner right now.
All right, so nice. I will give you, even though you're no longer a Jets fan, even though silently you are, you just can't ever say it to my face again. I will give you some hope. Now, if I were the Chargers, this is who I would go after. But I think where he probably will end up is with the Jets. It's Brian DeBole.
Yeah.
Look what he
Yeah.
just did with Josh Allen from year 1 to year 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
He's
That's-
definitely
that's-
getting a head coaching job. It's guaranteed to happen, what he just did. So the Jets are going to make a push for him and probably maybe keep Sam Darnold.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
They're already pushing for him right now.
And he's already in New York. This is a huge fit. But if I'm the Chargers, I'm going to call him and be like, yo, don't you like LA? You like sunshine? You want to play for the Jets? You want to be with the
And,
Jets?
have you seen this QB we have out here?
I would just send him film of Sam Darnold and then send him film of Herbert and be like, the choice is yours.
Joe, big smoking Joe Douglas. He's about to get rid of Donald because it just came out. He said he's uncertain of his career in New York, so you know he's out of here.
Yeah, no, I see that. But if I'm the bold man, I'm going to the Chargers, man, because I'm rocking with.
No, because I've seen some other quarterbacks in this league that Darnold is most definitely better than.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just gotta
no.
groom this cat.
No, don't.
Everybody wants instant gratification out there, quarterbacks. As soon as they hit the league, it don't work like that all the time.
No, it doesn't. And Zoob is telling me it's time to re-up, which is perfect timing. As soon as you guys pop back in, then we'll run down the NFC side. So I'm going to send you the link right now. You know, eventually I'll pay for this shit. I think it's season 2 that I will. Because essentially I'm just being stubborn and not paying for the pro version because I didn't know how well this was going to go. But we made it all the way through the season, which is dope as fuck. Consider this the first time the nice Carrie and myself have ventured into the actual sports podcasting, even though we have talked about it, doing it for years. It was just a matter of like, you know what, let's just fucking do it. So we're doing it. And it's been fun. Because normally I would just sit here and talk about football with Nice and Carrie during the week on Sundays. Me and Nice literally used to call each other on Sundays at halftime of the first game, halftime of the 4 o'clock game, and halftime of the evening game, and then after. And then we would talk about everything that fucking went on during the day. And now we just do it on YouTube, you know, which is hilarious. And it's kind of dope. Technology has allotted us the ability to do this. And, I guess we got the Roni to thank for this. So, shout out to the Roni. Speaking of the devil doing jokes. Now, I was just telling everybody, I was just like, yo, shout out to the Roni, man, because the Roni kind of forced our hand into actually doing a sports podcast that we had talked about for like 4 fucking years now.
Wow, for real.
I was just like, you know what? We're all stuck at home now. There ain't no going to the studio and finding a spot to do it. We're just going to do it like this. Fuck it.
That's the actual fact.
Yeah, so yeah, Carrie, shout out to the Roni.
Yep. Shout out to the Roni, bro.
Yeah, Carrie, without the Roni, we wouldn't be doing this because the Roni forced us into action because I was like, you know what? We can do it through Zoom instead of having to find a spot to do it in person because that was the whole point. So,
Yep.
And now this is way better. I'd rather sit here and do this from my house and smoke blunts the whole time anyway. It's fucking dope, man. Shout out to the Roni.
Yep.
All right, so let's run down the NFC East. Do we really? Yeah, we're going to talk about it because we have to cover everybody.
Least.
Yeah, we have to do this, and we're required by sports fandom to do this. What a fucking disaster this shit was. Not even just the on-field play, the way that Doug Peterson and the Eagles decided to end the regular season for everybody.
Yep. Doug Peterson gave the Giants a final fuck you.
Yo, so here's the funny thing, though. We all know that the NFL was crazy because each year it's an average of, like 3 to 4 or 5 teams that weren't in the playoffs make the playoffs. There's always such a huge turnover. And if I'm looking at next season, without even looking at next season's scheduling, I can see every team in this division except the Eagles making a fucking run next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dallas gets Dak back. That changes everything.
Everything.
You know, the Giants will get Saquon back, and they know Daniel Jones. They actually started to play football like they should, like their roster is built. Let's run the fucking ball, run play action and RPOs and all that shit, and play dope defense. all of your young talent, Kerry, now has a year of experience.
Yep.
You know, Bradbury looked incredible this year.
Yes, he
Leonard
did.
Williams.
Leonard Williams, beast.
Beast.
Looking beastie. Shout out to the ex-Jets.
Dexter Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like our defensive line is doing it. And also shout out to homie who came over from the Browns.
Oh yeah. What's his name
Sheldon
again?
Richardson, isn't it?
No.
Oh, Olivier Verdon.
No. No, I'm talking about our corner from Michigan. I mean, our safety.
Oh, Jabril Peppers.
Jabril Peppers. Shout out to Jabril because it was looking like what we said that though. When you're a Swiss Army knife and they don't really know where to put you and you could do everything, you got to hone in on what you really do. And because you do it all, you're like sometimes you try to do somebody else's job when you used to be doing your job. And now that he's just focused on safety, now he can use all of his speed and all of his awareness to make plays. And this is the best year he's had in his entire career.
Well, see, this just goes to show you. See, we're not going to be humble on this show since we're wrapping up the regular season. This just shows you goes to show you the genius within this triad. Because the second that they made that trade, I instantly hit up Kerry since he's a diehard Giants fan. I was just like, I think you guys might have came up on this one because I've loved Jabril Peppers since Michigan. I was like, dude, if he figures, me and Nice had the same talk because I was just like. Because that's one of Nice's guys. So I was just like, I was like, yo, man, if he figures it out, they might have actually came up on the opposite side of this trade.
Yeah. It was him and the old lineman. Because listen, I wanted the G's to get Peppers coming out. I was like, man, G's need a playmaker like this because who I really wanted from years before was Honey Badger. I was like, man, the G's get a guy like this.
Everybody wanted Honey Badger, dude.
Of course. But you see what I'm saying? Like a playmaker at that position, we know what they can do. Troy Polamalu, guys, and you're like, if I get my hands on one of those, forget it.
Well, Jabril Peppers was even different because not only is he out there making plays everywhere, when he stepped down to the line as an outside linebacker, he was playing like an outside fucking linebacker. Troy Polamalu just played like a game wrecker who came down to the next level. Jabril Peppers was actually playing like a fucking linebacker.
Yeah. And he can cover, he can kick return, punt return. This guy did everything.
That's a spicy pepper right there.
Well, I love that. And also with the Chocolate City Bigums, they've proven if they get a quarterback, they're going to be really fucking good, man. Chase Young is incredible.
Just listen to me. You can't get all of those Alabama defenders in the first to second to third round and then them not finally be good on defense.
Montez Sweat is looking really fucking good.
But you know what's funny? Chase Young is the leader as the rookie. He's the leader of that defense.
Yeah, when do you ever see a rookie? And now you will see a rookie middle linebacker have to make the calls because that's what middle linebackers do. It's like a rookie, it's like a rookie. A rookie quarterback has to make the calls. You're a fucking quarterback. It comes with the territory. But rarely do you see a rookie named captain of a squad. Like, no, he's the guy. That guy right there.
Yeah, I mean, Chase Young is not a human being, man.
He is looking like a Lawrence Taylor.
And you see why I wanted him. You see why I wanted him.
I mean, dude,
in college, he was so dominant that, Ohio State, they usually talk about the corners, the running backs.
Sure.
They were talking about him. It was all about him. Like, he was just that guy.
Yeah.
And then he when he got drafted, he put on more pounds because he was not that big.
Right.
He got
he definitely got a lot bigger.
He was up for the Heisman.
Yeah.
Well, you know what made me a little bit hesitant on him? Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney's career.
Yeah. That's what made a lot of people scared about it.
Yes, and I do get that, but what Jadeveon did, and they had some players on that South Carolina team. South Carolina is not usually that good, whereas Ohio State is always in the mix, always in the championship mix. So different competition on a higher level at all times.
Well, that's
So,
another thing that makes me hesitant, especially right now with Ohio State, because it seems like even more than ever, their entire fucking roster is all 5-star blue chip recruits. Like every single player is a fucking All-American. Like it's in every single one of them. It's incredible their recruiting.
you look at the Bosa Bros. They came in back in the league immediately.
You also know what messed up Clowney? It got to his head too fast. He
Well,
started
it also got to his knees because he couldn't stay healthy.
he felt like he was that guy. He didn't have to do much.
He also He also had the Odell Beckham effect. He had that one Sports Center play that was so memorable and played so many times. You can never live up to that because you don't do that ever. How many times are you 7 yards in the backfield popping running backs' helmets off and then palming the fumble with one hand while you're laying on them? That never happens.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like I said, he came in and didn't continue to put the work in. See, Chase Young came in and put the work in. He came in and was like, I'm going to be dominant. Like he was working so hard in the whole season.
Yo, so nice.
Was hanging out.
And he said that. He said all he does. He's just about business and football. That's it.
So nice. What do you think his contract is going to be in his 5th year whenever he's up for a new contract? Because defensive ends who are effective get huge deals, and he's a dude.
Yeah. Get that Reggie White.
He's getting a
double.
super max, man. He's getting a super max. He's getting around like 200 and something.
And also, this tells you why that they had to cut Dwayne Haskins. I think the Chocolate City Bigums cutting him actually saved his life because he and Chase Young was on the same team, and so Chase Young wouldn't go to the strip club. He wouldn't do no bullshit like that. And he was like, "If you don't get this motherfucker off this team, I'ma kill him."
Yeah,
straight up. I think that's what happened, and they were like,
"You
see
see
ya."
Washington practices?"
Yeah,
I mean, this is Chocolate City, Kerry. They do leave him laying out there.
He would have murdered him. So I think the Chocolate City Bigums actually saved Dewey's life by cutting him.
Who said they were interested in Dewey? Oh, the Panthers. The Panthers are kicking the tires on Dewey.
Yeah, they're bugging out.
That lets me know that Will Greer is not going to have an NFL career. That sucks because I really liked him in college.
I liked him in college too. I was at that game in Texas when he came back and won, and I was like, "Yeah, baby."
Yeah, Will Greer
was crazy.
I think. See, that's just another scenario where I think Will Greer just needs to find himself in another organization with another shot.
Yeah,
he should go to the Pats.
He need to go to the Vikings or something.
There's so many teams that he could. The Vikings would fit though because he's that type of quarterback where he's just like, all right, that guy's really good. He's really good, so I'm just going to throw it to him.
You know who he kind of reminds me of? He could actually be. He could be our new Fitzmagic. He could be.
Yeah, he does have that in him. I will win this game. I'm going to win this game.
Exactly. He's got that moxie just like Fitzy, and he will throw it. Whoever his stud receiver is, listen, whatever happened to that to the tall white boy? Oh, I see. Whatever happened to that tall white boy receiver who used to be a quarterback? For
Devin Stills.
Yeah, whatever happened to Stills?
He's on a roster somewhere. I just can't remember where.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I mean, he's also 6'7", so like, Jesus.
I'm saying, like, Joe Jaravicious, ring a bell?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, but Will Greer will throw it to you whether you're open or not. So I hope he gets another shot. The interesting offseason clear the NFC East is going to be what the fuck happens with the Eagles. So who cares? We hate the Eagles anyway.
The Eagles, it's over.
NFC, the NFC North is yet another division that just played out exactly how you predicted it to be. The Green Bay Packers win it easily. The Bears are 500. The Vikings are below 500 again, and the Lions suck.
Money making Mitch.
But also, yes, first of all, talk about someone who lost his job, got it back, then it was like he started playing. Then he was throwing for 300-plus yards a game. Then he revealed himself to be who he always was, and the defense bailed him out. Well, actually, the running game, they finally started running the damn rock, bailed him out, and But also, what in the hell is going on in Minnesota? I feel like multiple people need to be fired because at first you look like tanking for Trevor, then you start winning because you got that Cook, you got Dalvin Cook, you got the best rookie receiver we've seen in
since Randy Moss.
Since Randy Moss,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, just past Randy Moss.
You got Adam Thielen, and you got Irv Smith. I mean, you got, and you gave away many of your defensive talents, but these guys still, you were still in many games, and a lot of these games you should have won because, I'm sorry, that Dan Bailey cat, another kicker. Like, I don't understand why. He was horrific, and they actually could have snuck out a couple more games if it was not a kicking game. But yeah, you looked like you wanted to tank, then you wanted to win. They need a whole culture shift.
Do you know who I would love to see go to the Vikings? He's not going to because they'll never do the interdivisional shit, and he's got greener pastures ahead of him. But if Matthew Stafford had that offensive roster around him,
oh my God!
Yeah, see, Nice just pop in with that one. Oh my God, dude!
Matthew Stafford is he's a real slinger. He's a real gunslinger, man.
You imagine if he had Thielen and Jefferson and Irv Smith and Kyle Rudolph and Dalvin Cook and Madison.
First of all, Matthew Stafford would drop off the earth for a good solid week. No one would see him, not even his wife, because he would be somewhere in a room by himself just jacking it. Listen, I mean, think about it. He's known the glory of having one of the greatest receivers that we've ever seen. And now going to where you have two studs, bona fide, and a stud tight end, a young stud tight end. Yeah.
He'll probably he'll throw for over 5,000 yards, guaranteed.
I mean, if I'm Minnesota, whoever the head coach that they're going to bring in, because I think Zimmerman's got to go. I think he's lost that team.
He has to go.
I don't even know if they're going to do it, though.
I literally am going full court press with Matthew Stafford. Dude, that would be such a good fit. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Dome to dome.
Oh my God, he will pick.
What are you talking about? You go from dome to dome.
Apart.
You
He
good?
will pick teams apart
With
man.
a competent, actual running back behind you.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, yo.
The funniest thing, did you hear the clip that Justin Jefferson cursed out what you call him? What's their quarterback? Cousins?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
Oh, he straight cussed him out?
He straight cussed him out, but he got caught on like it picked up. He yelled out. He was like, "Fucking pass the ball!"
Oh yeah, no, throw the fucking ball. Yeah, I caught that. That's the funny thing about not having fans there is you can hear everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It leaked out, man.
Yo, so Aaron Rodgers said, because today is Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays on Pat McAfee show. So he said today that when they were playing the Bears that he could literally hear the safety and linebacker were having a conversation, and he was just like, "Well, they can't figure it out in time. I know exactly who I'm throwing it to. It snap the ball, bam, 84-yard touchdown to MVS instantly." He said, "I could literally hear their discussion, and I knew that they didn't know who had what yet, so I just, bam, when we went." I'm just like, yo, that's never happened before, ever. You don't get to hear that conversation.
No, you don't. And there are many in this league who wouldn't know what to do with that information.
Yeah, he instantly was like, yo, let's go before they figure it out. I mean, I used to do that playing Madden. If you're a guy with the yellow circles out of position, I'm snapping the ball. Let's go. Let's score.
Oh, yeah, I know. You're like, wait till I get my guy. That's not my guy. That's not my guy.
I don't want to be the fucking nose tackle. Too late, asshole. So it'll be interesting. The biggest story is going to be where Stafford goes. So you're looking at the NFC North. Clearly, Aaron Rodgers is not going anywhere after a fucking MVP year. Why'd you guys draft Jordan Love, you fucking retards? Money-making Mitch might not be back in Chicago, so there's one quarterback spot open in that division. Kirk Cousins.
I don't know about that. Who are they going to rely on? One-hit Foles? No.
Nah.
And they're in the playoffs, so who could they grab in the draft?
It'll be.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give Money Maker Mitch one more shot, one more season.
I could see them. End up being the ones who end up grabbing Matt Ryan though, because nobody else will want him.
Yeah, Matty Ice. Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. The more that I'm seeing things unfold, unless they pull some draft magic off, I don't know if he leaves Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm hearing the same things that they're going to try to keep the window of Matty Ice and Julio going.
Yeah, because I don't really necessarily put this whole season on Matty Ice. I really don't. That offensive line is terrible.
Well, they're terrible, and then
Matty Ice is not a mobile quarterback.
Well, nice. You also, what we put the season on is how do they constantly blow double-digit leads?
I mean, come
No,
on.
yeah, I mean that has something to do with the defense, and like I said, that offensive line. Matty Ice is not a mobile quarterback,
No, he
so
isn't.
his weakness is you just gotta blitz him. You
Well, not only
blitz
that,
Matty
Nice.
Ice all the time. He's gonna just throw it.
Well, not only that, now that I'm a fantasy football participant, I'm sitting there watching numbers go all day long. The Falcons never run the ball. Ever. It doesn't matter if they're up 20, down 20. There is no position in which those running backs are getting carries. Matt Ryan is throwing it 50 fucking times a game.
This is what I'm telling you. It's a recipe for this. They're not balanced. It's the poor coaching, and like I said, that offensive line needs to be better. You got to give Matty Ice some time.
Who's
you
their
give him some time.
Kerry? Who's their tight end?
Hurst.
Hurst. Okay, so you got Hurst, and then you got Julio, who.
Yes, that.
Well, Julio doesn't have to be a number one anymore. You got Calvin Ridley, who is now the number one target. And then I was just about to say Russell Gage emerged at the end of the year as a third threat.
Mhm.
And I guess they got to start looking at Ito Smith and whatever else they have in the backfield because Gurley's about wrapped.
Well, he never recovered from that injury.
Linebacker.
I mean, like I said once again, not really totally all they need that offensive line to get better. I watched a lot of Atlanta games. That offensive line is terrible. Like it's nothing you can do when every time you snap the ball, somebody's in the backfield already.
Well, it doesn't help them, and we're literally about to talk about the NFC South, that you have to play the Saints and Bucks defense twice a year.
Twice a year, you're getting killed. Every time.
And I'll be honest with you, you know whose defense is on the rise? Carolina.
Yeah, exactly. So your interdivisional defenses are all stacked,
You're
dude.
going to be hearing that name Jeremy Chin quite a few times.
So the NFC South literally went as to be expected. New Orleans wins it. I kind of thought Tampa might, but they were just one game apart, so whatever.
We know where Tampa is headed.
We also can understand with no offseason how it would be difficult for a team with a new quarterback and a new tight end and a new culture to get and AB coming into the fold.
We all know where Tampa is headed. Straight to that.
Let me tell you, that
championship game.
Evans injury is huge on two fronts. Yes, it's great to have. It would be great to have him, but now we're talking about more AB involvement and more Gronk involvement,
and more Chris Godwin involvement.
and Godwin, of course.
Because
But
now you saw.
especially more AB.
Well,
Yeah,
so this
Mike
is you
Evans
saw what.
was great. I said it the minute I saw that injury. I said this is a good thing. It's not a bad.
Well, nice. You saw the numbers from the game after Mike Evans goes out because Mike Evans had 6 catches for 40. He needed 43 yards for 1,000, and he had that in the first drive, and then got hurt in the end zone.
Yeah, see, because Brady was so locked in to make him.
Well, now this is why the players love Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians had a meeting with the players before the game and said, "Who needs contract incentives? What is it that you need so we can work it into the game plan?" And that's why they fucking love this guy. Because normally organizations would be like, "Let's sit him." Make sure he doesn't get that. Nah, they were like, no, go get your fucking money. So anyway, after Evans goes down, AB and Chris Godwin both go for over 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Dominance. AB, man, come on. AB is one of the best wide receivers of all time. regardless of what his mental state is. When
So-
he's healthy, over.
So, Kerry, the opposite of the DeForest Buckner pickup, AB now, especially with this injury, has to be the best offensive acquisition to add into anybody's roster.
Big
Of
time.
course.
Huge.
It's AB. We're not talking about
And
a regular person. This is a guy who's at one point he was labeled the greatest. People were debating if he was the greatest wide receiver of all time.
this is true.
This is not a regular wide receiver, man. Anytime you get AB, it's a major plus. We know where the Bucks is going. They're going to the NFC Championship.
Well, nice. The thing is with AB and Tampa, this is literally the one place they would accept him because Bruce Arians is like, yeah, whatever, let's do this, let's win.
Yeah.
And B has the one player that'll look at AB and shut the fuck up and play football. Go to your room because they live together. AB, go to your room.
and he respects Tom Brady so much. Tom Brady's the only person that can calm AB down.
Now, this is the perfect marriage, and literally now we're seeing, and also an underrated thing. Do you guys see how fluid Gronk is moving these last couple weeks?
I'm saying.
He's looking better.
We about to see playoff Gronk.
Listen, I'm trying to tell people.
Oh, I just got goosebumps thinking about playoff Gronk because he's a different animal when it counts.
It's gonna be rough. That's what I'm saying. I was like, ooh, Mike Evans went down. I was like,
right now.
a lot more Gronk. Uh-oh.
I'm telling you right now, it's only one team to me that I think that can stop the Bucks right now, and it ain't Green Bay. It's not Green Bay. It's Seattle, man. Seattle is the only team I think has a chance. If Seattle don't meet the Bucks, I think the Bucks go to the Super Bowl.
I'll give you some validity on that because over the last 6 weeks, at least, just that small of a window, Seattle has had one of the better defenses in football. So they got that part. And, this is that's just a quality program that's just rounding themselves into form when it counts. That's all it is.
Jamal Adams, baby.
They also know, we are a playoff caliber team. And we will build over the first few weeks of the season. They don't, and it's not like they came out flat. They were firing away in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, because I don't know. For some reason, it's something about Tom Brady that intimidates Aaron Rodgers. As great as Aaron Rodgers is, something about it, he never plays well against Tom Brady. I've never seen Aaron Rodgers excel in a game against Tom Brady.
You know who also used to have that problem? Peyton Manning.
Yes. These are guys that we're talking about, dudes that are complete Hall of Famers that broke a lot of records, and they can't, for some reason, when they get around Tom Brady, they humble.
So nice. I will play devil's advocate on this, though. You do remember the one time that Peyton Manning did play well against Tom Brady and the Patriots when they were down, 23 fucking points?
Oh, yeah.
And then the Colts ended up scoring like 17 points in 3 minutes or something. He got them. There's always that one.
Peyton could do that. Peyton has done that a couple of times.
And Aaron could definitely do that.
Against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when John Gruden was the coach.
Yeah, we know. Peyton Manning is a generational talent. He's gonna get you one time in the league. But I like I said, the whole thing is a cycle. I don't feel like Aaron Rodgers has done enough to, if they meet Tom Brady in that championship game, that I don't think that they're gonna win.
Well,
I just don't see
to me, if they get to the NFC Championship game, where that game will be won and lost will be however Todd Bowles tries to figure out these bum-ass corners against Devontae Adams.
Now, one thing about Todd Bowles, he's going to figure that out. When it comes down, one thing about Todd Bowles' cereal, he's not the best coach on the planet. But when it comes to that defense, Oh yeah, that guy.
And I'll give you that. But here's the thing. See,
He's gonna give it to you.
if Todd Bowles could embody his game plan into an actual player who could then execute it, then that would be amazing. I'm sorry, rolling out with those corners right there.
What I would do is, I would definitely put Winfield Jr. and whatever corner that is, stick to him like glue.
They're probably gonna put Dean because Dean is the taller. I know.
Yeah. You need a big physical one.
I know.
Devontae Adams is about to have 230 yards.
He did have that one lucky pick. He did take Aaron Rodgers to the crib. So Aaron is remembering that, and so he's going to try to destroy Dean every time. He's like, "Where's Dean? I'm going to make sure that we get 200 on you today."
See, where this game is going to be win, if I'm Todd Bowles, I'm putting White on the edge and rushing him every time.
But
I'm
also,
gonna have to
it's
get
another
to
thing.
Aaron Rodgers I'm gonna make Aaron Rodgers so uncomfortable. He's gonna have to just throw this as fast as he can.
But I think we saw something in these last couple of weeks out of Green Bay too, because they've been running Aaron Jones a lot, but they have been working in rookie Dylan.
Yeah,
You can see that is a big boy, and when he gets moving,
Dylan is
ace.
a monster.
So I believe that what they didn't do that first game, they had zero running game whatsoever. Now losing Bakhtiari, obviously
huge.
devastating.
No, but here's what I
So
do.
now we have to figure out what that's going to look like. But I think they're still going to try to really get this run game going.
Yeah, but
All right. Hold on. Before we get into the playoffs, we got one more bum ass division to talk about, and then we'll get into these playoffs. I knew this was going to happen. So the NFC West, another one that went basically according to plan. Seahawks win. The Rams wild card to be expected.
my gang.
Aaron Donald will get you a wild card spot on his own, basically, and Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey will get that on your own. Plus, they also have the number one defense in football, so it helps.
Yeah.
Cardinals 8-8 to be expected, and the Niners, I don't even know what to expect with them because no team got hit with the injury bug more than the Niners. So who the fuck are they?
Too many injuries.
All right.
Once all that injuries happened, when they came to the Jets, I said it was over. Their season was over.
All right, so now we could talk about the playoffs. So let's jump into the playoffs.
For that, because that's where it really counts.
Yeah, of course. I mean, now we don't have to talk about any of these bum-ass teams until the offseason.
Now it's time to talk about the real teams right now. Let's get into it.
All right, so I should just pull up the schedule. That would be the best thing.
Let's get into it. It's gonna be a good playoffs, man. This playoff this year is gonna be very exciting.
All right, so you know what? Why don't we run through the stat leaders because we got 10 minutes until they're going to make us re-up, and then we'll do the playoffs on the third segment. Makes sense because the stat leaders will be easy. Basically, to be expected, Deshaun Watson ended up leading the league in passing yards. Kind of surprising without the DeAndre Hopkins, though.
Because all they do is rely. That offense was built really like a track meet. If you look at that offense, everybody runs a 4-2.
And they're on turf. It is speed.
Yeah.
Of course, you got Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Matt Ryan had another big empty calorie year. Good for him. Josh Allen, Justin Herbert up there. Aaron Rodgers, all good years. Bad years. Cam Newton, Carson Wentz, terrible. Sam Darnold, Andy Dalton, Gardner Minshew. These guys, money-making Mitch.
Cam Newton is over.
Yeah, fuck these guys. Rushing leader, easy. Oh, my God. Derrick Henry. Yo, he was 500 yards ahead of anybody else.
Of course.
And
Henry,
Kerry, this is an even more disgusting stat. If you remove Dalvin Cook, King Henry finished 900 yards ahead of the next rushing leader in the NFL. Jesus Christ.
King Henry, man.
And if you remember, Dalvin Cook had like 2 or 3 200-yard rushing games. So imagine if he didn't have those.
So there are only 8 running backs in the NFL who cracked 1,000 yards this year. There's 9 people. Lamar Jackson cracked 1,000.
Yes.
So there's 8 running backs. Derrick Henry had more. There was more of a gap between him and number 3 than running backs number 10 through everyone else in the league. Rushing totals this year. I've never heard of a rushing stat in the NFL that disparaging. That is incredible. He should be Offensive Player of the Year. I'm sold on that now.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Kerry, I told you I didn't even look at none of this shit yet.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's high school shit.
Absolutely. I mean, I wonder how it feels to be him, where since he's been doing this since like Pee Wee, every league has been Pee Wee to him. Every league he's gone to has eventually become like Pee Wee, JV, high school. Like, because I'm still doing the same shit I did in high school.
He's just so big and so fast.
Yo, nice.
So big.
Nice. I hope that he wins like at least a chip in his career so it can validate his dominance, because we are literally looking at one of the greatest players who has ever played this game, and we're still early in his career.
Yes. In his career, I mean, when I saw him in Alabama, I knew it. I knew it. I said, this guy, he's just so big and so fast and agile.
I didn't see this though. 900 yards ahead of the next person behind you if you remove Dalvin Cook. That's retarded.
So check this out. And I did it one season too early. In fantasy, I was able to get both Dalvin Cook and Derrick Henry. I was like, these two, this is their season. They should be monsters. They were most disappointing that season. The following season, they destroyed the league, and I was like,
nice. There is one caveat to the rushing totals. You do have to kind of add the Browns' 2 running backs together, because you have 1A and 1B. So if they were by themselves, they would have gotten all of it themselves. If you add them together, they would have ended up with 1,800 yards rushing, and that kind of makes sense.
Well, especially Chubb.
Yeah.
I would give that more to Chubb. I just think what's his face would have more receiving.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt would just have more receiving on
Yeah, but nice as a total, they had almost 1,900 yards rushing between the two of them. That makes sense. Great. But that's still 2 people, and still doesn't even equal what Derrick Henry did this year. That's fucking stupid, dude. Jesus Christ. He averaged 5.4 yards a carry on 378 carries.
That's like
trust me, he's the ticket for them to go to the Super Bowl. If he doesn't perform,
he is. But he's our modern day Jim Brown. Like, honestly, he is.
This is incredible. He's LeBron James in football form. He's just bigger and faster than everyone.
Brown. Like, seriously.
Like,
Jim Brown's going to get the rock, and you couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, Nick Chubb, look at Nick Chubb's numbers. Nick Chubb also averaged 5.6 yards a carry, so he was getting busy too.
He is.
Well, these defenses are all built to defend against the pass anyway, so if you've got a big stud running back, they are going to average a lot of yards.
Yeah.
Let's see, receiving. Is it any mystery that, Stephon Diggs, 127 catches. Good pickup. Well, see, that's probably the best full season offensive pickup, because AB is only part of the season.
Also helping, the continuance and the changing of the culture. You have a superstar receiver who's just like, not only will I catch short passes, I will also block. I don't care who else eats. I just want to win.
Yeah.
So nice in the receiving category. The biggest surprise is that Travis Kelce had 105 catches in only 15 games because he didn't play the last game as a tight end. 105 catches as a tight end. That's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, Travis Kelce is a different breed of tight end. He's like Aaron Hernandez.
A little bit thicker
Steroids.
though. He's
Yeah,
a little bit bigger than
Aaron
Hernandez was. So
Hernandez on
And a little bit
steroids.
less murdery.
Yeah, a little less.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right, so touchdowns wise, Devontae Adams and he had 18, Tyreek had 15, and everyone else had 10. So they were light years ahead of everybody. On the defensive side, again, this surprised me when I saw it. Zach Cunningham led the league in tackles for Houston. That also says that their defense was on the field all goddamn season.
You got to just say, okay, who did he play for? Houston. Yeah, they were garbage. They were on defense quite a bit.
So the big surprise, Kerry, you and I have talked about this many times. Blake Martinez at third in the league in tackles, 151.
Yeah, listen, he's a tackle machine. He was for Green Bay. They didn't want to re-up him, and we snagged him up, and he's been a great addition.
So nice. It's not really a surprise to the football heads because we knew he's a beast. But Jalen Smith dominating the league now. He was second in the league in tackles. So good for him for getting his career together and whatnot.
Here's the thing: he has to up his awareness. So right now he's relying on his physical tools and his speed because there's not many linebackers that have the type of speed he does. He's relentless, but he and also Van Der Esch, they've missed a lot of tackles because they rely too much on their physical abilities, and they need to get more aware. If they get more aware, that duo in Dallas is going to be dangerous for a long time.
All right, nice. On the sack and interception side, because we got about a minute, T.J. Watt led the league in sacks, but the big surprise is Aaron Donald is number 2 in the league in sacks, and he gets triple teamed up the middle every fucking play. That's how dominant he really is. Interception-wise, we have something that hasn't happened in eons in the NFL. Somebody had double-digit interceptions in one season.
Xavier Howard.
Xavier Howard had 10 interceptions this season, which is fucking incredible. But J.C. Jackson also had 9, though.
9. He was up there. Yeah,
he was up there. Because then you look at the bump down from there, everybody's at 6 and 5, which is normal. So 10 is incredible. And he also led the league in pass defenses with 20. So the quarterbacks kept trying this guy for some reason.
Why did they keep trying him?
Because he was always covering the number 1 receiver. That's why.
Yep.
And then you got Mike Jones on the other end, who on the other side.
All right, so that's the statistical leaders. I'm going to end this one, pop back up, and then we'll run through the playoffs real quick. So I'll see you guys in, I think it takes like a minute and 30 seconds or something. All right. It's time to break down the motherfucking playoffs coming up. Let me invite these two guys. Yeah, Tori, it is a team game, but having the best player on the field does help. It's a team game, but Aaron Donald makes your team better. It's a team game. Aaron Rodgers makes your team better. That's for fucking sure. I mean, the Saints are interesting because with Drew Brees declaring that this is his last year, are they going to try to use? Is he making a conscious effort to try to use? Let's win one for Drew. Like, is he trying to make that happen? Not only within the team itself, but within the league, because we all know that this is entertainment after all, and the NFL loves to paint narratives, and that would be a good narrative. Let's ask Nice about it. And we'll ask Kerry about it too. Yo, so, quick question before we go on an individual breakdown. So, we all know the NFL is, after all, entertainment, right? And we know how the NFL absolutely loves storybook narratives. Loves them. I.e. Ray Lewis, Jerome Bettis, Tom Brady winning after the suspension and, getting the handshake.
Noodle arms, Peyton.
Noodle arm, Peyton, all that shit. So, do you think the NFL is going to try to... Do you think Drew Brees is announced his impending retirement ahead of time to try to get that let's win one for Drew on the way out? Think he's trying to get the refs in the league on his side?
No, it's not going to happen.
I'm not asking if it was going to happen. Do you think he's trying to do that?
I mean, after they got absolutely fucked. And I could say, even though I did want the Rams to go,
They did get fucked on that one.
they got absolutely fucked. And you never know what happens when you get in that game. You know, a better quarterback against that Patriots team. You don't know. You know, we don't know what happens. But I mean, I would say this is the absolute best chance for this game in some time because Taysom Hill ain't gonna do it, and crab legs. I don't see him. So if anyone, this is the best chance for New Orleans to make any sort of noise in the tournament, and I think it's some time. Can I do it now?
No, you're right. So Saturday, we got 3 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday. Yay. Thanks, NFL, for expanding the playoffs. I actually like it. There should only be one team that gets a bye.
Yeah.
If there is any that gets a bye. I don't think there should be any that gets a bye. I think it's retarded. But, whatever. So we got it's playoff football in the NFL. It's not going to suck. I don't care who's playing. Early game on Saturday, Indy at Buffalo.
I'm going with Buffalo.
Yeah, me too. They are on fire right now.
They're just too stacked. They're stacked on both ends of the ball.
And I believe that the city of Buffalo, not New York, but the Buffalo is allowing fans in the stadium.
They are.
Yeah.
So having some of Bill's Mafia in there is definitely going to help.
In the building.
Yeah, so I'm definitely
for them getting like here. Of course, they were going to figure a way out to get some fans to get that Mafia in there.
Mafia. Well, yeah, we're all going with Buffalo on that one. I don't know what the spread is, but I the only over-under in that game is how many fucking crucial interceptions is Philly Rivers going to throw in that playoff game. That's what really counts. Yeah.
Philip Rivers is
I think they're going to try to get the ball to Jonathan Taylor Thomas 50 times.
They should, but
he's definitely going to exaggerate and do what he does. Like he always does. He's just going to exaggerate. And
shucks.
So I'm going with Buffalo.
Guys.
You know what? I will give Philly Phil credit, though. Every player who has played against him says that Phil Rivers talks more shit on the field than anyone, and he never curses.
Never.
That is hilarious.
Never, ever curses.
Everyone says the same thing. Oh, no, he never shuts up.
Yeah,
he keeps going.
That's hilarious. So the middle game, Rams at Seattle. Now I'm going with Seattle.
Of course.
Is Jared Goff playing? Who is this backup that won in there and won a game? Like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, but it was the defense that won that game. Let's keep it real. And also, it was also Kyler Murray getting hurt.
Well, and on top of that, Jalen Ramsey can only cover one guy, so Seattle's got more than one guy. So Seattle. Congratulations. Tampa Bay at Washington. This is the one matchup that Tom doesn't want to see is an active 4-man front, but it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Do you honestly think that whoever is playing quarterback for Washington is going to beat Tom Brady in the playoffs?
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen.
I want to ask this question, though. What's the running back situation in Tampa right now? Has
running back?
Ronald Jones is the 1A.
Is he back yet, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, he got some carries at week 17.
Okay. All right. I asked because I believe going down in the stretch, because I think they're gonna make moves. We have to really look at that running game, and Fournette is gonna have to. I mean, they put Fournette on the bench for a reason.
Well, you also saw whenever Fournette went down nice that's when Shady McCoy popped up out of nowhere and had a couple of games of relevancy.
Now, listen.
This backfield, especially with Evans going down, this backfield is going to have to get more busy. And they have a stable. They just have to.
Well, I think the most underrated, untalked about player on Tampa's roster that's going to play a crucial role is going to be Shady McCoy because it's playoff time, and Tom Brady, outside of having Gronk, relies on one player above all others when it's playoff time, and that's that running back out of the backfield.
Absolutely. So receiving running back. So yeah, and Shady,
they're not going
to got moves. Shady still has moves. Shady at this point, he's the old drunk uncle at the wedding who can't he hears his song, you know what I mean? He hears Harlem Shuffle come on, and all of a sudden he's busting out all the moves. That's
They're
Shady
still
right
gonna-
now.
They're gonna win regardless.
Nice. Did you bring enough for everybody?
Huh?
Did you bring enough for everybody? Yo, so on Sunday, early game, Baltimore at Tennessee. That is going to be a very quick-paced game with a lot of runs.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be a lot of running. It's gonna based on who's gonna get more rushing yards. But I think Baltimore is gonna have the edge because of Action Jackson.
Yo, so that game, Kerry, I can guarantee you that game starts at 1. The afternoon game doesn't start until 4:40. That first game ends at about 4, and there's almost an hour gap in between the second one because they are literally just going to run the ball every fucking time.
Well,
Both sides.
I will say this. Baltimore has had a lot of problems later in the season with Rona. In Tennessee had that problem earlier. I just feel that it's going to come down to some plays, wide receiver, maybe in the middle of the field, tight end, and Baltimore, especially these past couple of weeks, on defense especially, have been really affected with Rona. And I just have a feeling.
All right, so here's nice. Here's
and Tennessee's going to pull it out.
well, here's my take on it. Nice. All right, they both line up and want to smash mouth, right?
Yeah.
But Tennessee can switch to left-handed and throw the ball,
Yes.
and Baltimore really can't.
Yeah.
So if Tennessee can get up early, say Henry breaks off a big one early, and then A.J. Brown and Corey Davis do something crazy, and they're up like 14 real quick, the game's over already because Baltimore can't play from behind. Tennessee can, and that's the big difference.
Last year,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and they beat the
That's
shit
why.
out of them.
That's why I said this game all hangs in the balance of Henry. It all adds up to him.
Well, I look for Corey Davis to have a big game because I don't know who Baltimore's second quarter is. The first one's going to have to cover A.J. Brown, so who the fuck is number 2 going to? You're not going to cover Corey Davis.
Marcus Peters,
Yeah, so you got Peters at 1, so who's their number 2? Humphrey. Oh yeah, so they're stacked. So,
Yeah.
and then you got Queen in the middle to deal with Andrews. So yeah, this is this is going to be a really fucking good game. I know that much.
Yeah.
I bet you Tony Romo's calling that one.
Yeah.
Well, Queen and Andrew are on the same team. So Queen against Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes. So
Like I said, man, it all boils down to King Henry, man. King Henry's the key to all Titans games right now.
Watch Ferkser, the second tight end from Tennessee, be a deciding factor. Also,
he does pop out at the most opportune times. It seems like.
absolutely watch for it.
Afternoon game, Chicago at New Orleans.
Chicago even getting into this fucking tournament is a sham.
Yeah, I'm not going with Chicago.
I'm also going with the let's win one for the Gipper motivation for New Orleans to at least win 1 or 2 games in these playoffs.
Yep.
Let's win one for Drew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the evening game on Sunday is the one we all want to watch. Cleveland against a full-strength Pittsburgh.
Yes, that game is going to be
Listen.
ridiculous.
Adel breaking Mason Rudolph was a 2-point conversion away from fucking tying that shit up. I mean,
Big Ben, this is pretty much.
Yeah, but you know what, Kerry, and nice when nobody factored in is Mason Rudolph at this point in the season has a much liver arm than Big Ben does.
which is true. Because he got the ball to Claypool down the field. He got the ball to Deontay Johnson down the field.
So you watch whenever this game starts and Denzel Ward and the Cleveland secondary is playing short and jumping on everything early because they know Big Ben can't push it past 15 yards possibly.
And ultimately, here's my thing ultimately.
No,
Pittsburgh cannot stop the run. And if they cannot also run, they're done.
I'm going I'm still going with Pittsburgh because
I feel you.
I think this is gonna be the last big performance from Big Ben. I think he's gonna give it his all, and after this is over.
Well, I also think this is the last time Big Brother can beat Little Brother. I think this is the last time Pittsburgh is going to be able to dominate to get one on Cleveland. Because after this, if Cleveland stays together, man, they are loaded, man.
Telling you right now, I think this is the time Big Brother gets kicked in the nuts.
No, I want it to happen. I fucking hate Pittsburgh. I want it to happen. And honestly, if it was for my game pick, I'm going with Cleveland because I don't trust Big Ben's elbow.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going with Cleveland. Matter of fact, it won't even be a kick to the nuts, to be an uppercut because Baker's shorter.
I'm going with Pittsburgh because, like I said, this is his last run. They rested him for the last game, so his arm is gonna have a little something in it. But after this game, it's over.
See, Kerry.
Like this, I think Myles Garrett will find a little bit more in the tank this week.
Yo, Kerry. See how nice this is? Nice making game picks.
Yeah,
This is nice.
Yeah,
We should do this more often, Nice, where you make game picks.
This is literally the only time we'll get them.
Yeah.
We should make this like a regular thing next season. All right, so we basically are across the board except for one game. I am going to rock with Cleveland on that because I don't like Pittsburgh, so fuck them. So the last thing we're going to do with our little window of time, well, it's not whatever, is we are going to name the first all Gray Matter team. Basically, and we're not doing like the All Pro does. It's one player in each position. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
That's how it should be. So let me pull up the stat leaders so we can, or the stats, so that we can at least have an idea what the fuck went on. Clearly, quarterback, Aaron Rodgers for me. He played better than everybody all year.
Aaron Rodgers for me.
Yeah, that one was an easy win. Running back, come on.
King Henry.
Duh. So I guess we would say it would be a flex because it's not really a fullback or an H-back, so it would be like the flex. I would go with Alvin Kamara because of how dominant he was through.
In the ultimate Swiss Army.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
to think that this cat has only had 300 or 400-yard rushing games in his career. Think about that. And how many yards he's compiled. That's insane. That's insane.
I mean, Dalvin Cook did have a great year, but Alvin Kamara had like a better year and more effective for his team.
All around.
Well, and he stayed healthy for most of it.
Yeah, the Roney caught him at the end. It wasn't even actual injury or anything.
But Cook was out, more, and then also 6 touchdowns in a game. I don't care who it's against. That's still 6 tutties.
And it should have been 7, actually.
It actually should have been 7 against the professional football squad. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's incredible. And plus, when Drew Brees did go down with 147 cracked ribs and a broken spine and like all those injuries.
And no Michael Thomas.
No Michael Thomas.
And it still didn't matter.
Still didn't matter. His rushing totals weren't very good, but the overall numbers were what makes him Alvin Kamara.
Yards receiving, over 100 receiving.
So receiver, this is probably where we might, not number 1. Number 1's easy. Devontae, no problem. But the number 2 spot, that might be where we differ.
Mine is Diggs.
Yeah, I see. The impact on the team, it has to go with Diggs and the numbers. So I guess we're all across the board. It's the only DeAndre, man, he had so many highlight reel catches and Justin Jefferson just had a season for the ages, literally. So,
but those two, DeAndre faded late, and Justin didn't get it enough early. So,
these are true. And Calvin Ridley did have an incredible year, dude. He had a great year.
I mean, because Julio Jones, he cannot stay healthy.
I don't think you want to stay healthy the way how that team is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you know what? I think you're kind of right. I don't think he really wants to stay healthy. Because he was playing there a little bit, but then as they were dripping off, then he was just like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Tight end, Travis Kelce's almost obvious because Kittle was injured most of the year. Shout out to Darren Waller, who had a great year.
I
Yeah.
was just about to say,
Darren Waller.
we'd be remiss if we did not shout him.
And Big Bob Tunyon in Green Bay with 11 touchdowns on the season.
Yep.
Dude, he had like 30 catches and 11 touchdowns.
Be on my fantasy squad.
Big Bob Tunyon had a hell of a year. The lineman's going to get kind of iffy because, like, I know Quentin Nelson is still Quentin Nelson, so that's easy.
Absolutely.
Did Pouncey play all year?
I can't remember.
A little Roney for a little
Whoever,
bit.
here's how I'm going to do the offensive line. Up the middle, whoever Quentin Nelson at one spot, and then whoever is the other guard for either the Titans or the Colts, and then the center for the Titans or the Colts. You guys get it because you guys dominated in the run game. Maybe the Browns. The Browns get the other interior.
Actually,
Yeah,
Worth, as a rookie, played damn
All right,
well.
so we'll give Quentin Nelson, and then we'll give the Titans guy one of them, and then the Browns one of them.
Browns, yeah.
And then on the outside, you got to look at who David Bakhtiari had a great year until he got hurt, so he can have one.
Got hurt, yeah.
And then on the other side, who's a good right tackle? Who's the Dolphins tackle?
Oh, I'm forgetting his name right now.
Because he has to deal with being a left-handed quarterback, and they played well this year across the board. So
Yes,
just
they-
because you have the only left-handed quarterback in the league, you get that spot, homie.
Bang.
So defense, Aaron Donald, that's easy on defensive line. That's so easy.
Easy.
The other spot gets interesting though because players are getting in there like Pro Bowl positions, but it's like I don't think you really should have been in there. Trey Hendrickson,
Yes, I was thinking about him.
that's who I was. He had second, tied with Aaron Donald for second in the league in sacks,
Yes.
and he only played 15 games at that, and he didn't even make the Pro Bowl. It's fucking retarded.
That's what I'm saying. He was getting busy. No, he made a big impact. Big impact. On a defense of no names. Defensive no names, let's be honest.
Yeah, nice. I'm already ahead of you on that one. Leonard Williams definitely gets a spot on the
I
line.
was already gonna say I didn't want to be a homer, but Leonard Williams had the best fucking season of his career, and he actually looked like he'd love to play football again.
Yeah.
And then I think the other D-line spot's easy. Myles Garrett was dominating through.
Until Rona got him.
Yeah, so that the defensive line is pretty universal for us because for some reason Trey Hendrickson, and that's why I hate the Pro Bowl because the fans shouldn't get that big of a percentage of a vote because you can just fandom it. You can just flood it. They have like campaigns and email campaigns. It's stupid.
Like people who love Jadeveon Clowney votes. Like it's just like, come on.
All right, linebackers. Fred Warner, middle linebacker, beast,
Yep.
beast. T.J. Watt on the outside. You led the league in sacks. You're a monster. Who else had good years at linebacker that stuck out to you guys?
Well, I mean, Darius Leonard could easily split it.
Yeah, no, he has to be in there in the middle. So that's him, and then it's the only thing is if you're throwing him in there, then you got Bobby Wagner sitting on the sideline, and it's just like, yeah.
I know,
But I would give it to Leonard over Wagner because the Colts defense was dominant the entire year. So,
Yep.
what about the other outside linebacker spot though?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Hassan Reddick had a bunch of sacks, but their defense wasn't any good.
Yeah.
I mean, Balake Martinez did some things. I don't know if it's all pro level things, but I'm trying to rip through some. Well,
Devin White.
Devin. Yeah, I was gonna say Devin.
That makes sense because they had a top tier defense for most of the year, and you got to put somebody from that squad on there.
Yeah.
It's crazy that Khalil Mack's name does not get mentioned this year.
Yeah, like Gimpy, he was questionable this entire year, and he didn't have. Here's the thing: he didn't have a Khalil Mack year. We expect so much in him.
That-
Aaron Donald still had an
that's
Aaron
why.
Donald year, even though he was triple teamed all year.
Oh, and we did. I will give an honorable mention on the D line. DeForest Buckner, you did alter the Colts
fuck
defense.
yeah.
It's just there's so many monsters up in front of you that you didn't make a squad. Sorry, homie.
And also Quinn Williams. Don't forget Quinn.
Yeah, no, he had a good year. Good year. It's just there's no. I can promise you there is not a single Jets player that is on this squad.
7.5 sacks, getting double teamed. That's pretty good.
So secondary. Let's go with corners. Jalen Ramsey, easy. That's not even a question. The second corner, Xavier Howard. You don't get 10 picks and not make this team.
Yes.
All right, so safeties. Nice. You're already going to say Jamal Adams. I don't want to hear it. Carey.
Jamal.
Who barely played half the season? Come on.
That's all I'm saying. Nice. Come on. This is.
Do better than that.
I mean, look at the production though. Look at the production.
Yeah, he had a bunch of sacks. Let's see if we can find two people better than his season, though. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jordan Poyer, the safety from Buffalo, had 124 tackles. He's number 10 in the league in tackles.
Wow.
And he also
That's
had
pretty good.
2 picks.
Yeah. Okay.
And Buda Baker. So Buda Baker gets one spot. Yeah, Buda
Yeah,
Baker gets
Buda
one
Baker.
spot.
Yeah, Buda Baker.
And then honestly, I don't care. Honey Badger gets the other spot
I was
because.
gonna say Honey Badger.
Sorry, Nice. That's not happening for Jamal. He didn't play enough games.
It's too much of a fucking game record.
Come on, man. Come on, baby.
Yeah, no, but Buda Baker definitely had a better year than Jamal Adams overall because he was there the entire year. So,
Of course.
but yo, I will give a special shout out to Jordan Poyer. I never knew your name until this moment, but I promise you I am going to watch you this week to see how effective you really are.
And I want to give a special shout out to Jeremy Chin.
Yes.
This cat.
Oh yes.
He
Oh yeah.
a shit.
Well, we'll go through our all-rookie team in a second. So let's go to kickers. The kickers suck. I don't even know who was good this year. Who fucking cares? People.
Let's go with the Baltimore kicker because he normally nails.
Yeah, who made a bunch of game-winning kicks this year? You get it. Whoever made the most game-winning kicks, you get it. Punter, I don't even know either. There's that dude that's got long hair. He's like a Viking or something.
Oh no, we got to go with Hecker from the Rams with punter.
Oh yeah, he did win. He won a game by
Literally
himself.
has a punt name that he does. Like when you have your own sort of punt, you.
And remember, in a terrible Jared Goff game, Johnny Heckler basically won them that game by himself.
So you get that.
You get that. So special teams, because there's not really a kick and punt return. Just returner who was getting busy this year.
You know what? I got to give a special shout out to homie on the Bears.
Cordero Patterson, yeah.
Cordero Patterson.
Yo, so I just looked up his return stats. He had 1,017 return yards this year again.
Bang.
And
There you go.
one of only 4 touchdowns in the league on returns this year. So
And also he's an all-timer at that.
yeah, I will give a special shout out to Andre Roberts from Buffalo, who had 961 return yards, and actually had
That is how he stayed in the league.
a better average than Cordero. It's just he didn't play in Week 16.
Right.
Interesting. So let's see who had the most punt return yards, because I used to be a punt returner. Gunnar Olszewski. Yeah, you had 2 fucking touchdowns. You definitely get that.
Who's this?
Gunnar Olszewski, the one from the Pats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy. Dude, you're the only one who had touchdowns. You get it. That's easy. So let's go through an all-rookie team real quick. A quarterback, easy. Joey Bag of Donuts, special shout-out to you, but Justin Herbert is fucking incredible.
Yep.
Shout out.
Running back. Who was the rookie running backs?
I got to go with Taylor.
Taylor, yeah. Taylor had the best year.
Y'all go with that.
Not the beginning of the year, but the second half of the year, he really turned it on.
Special shout out to J.K. Dobbins though.
J.K. Dobbins, yep.
You got busy.
Who's that?
Also, wait, and also extra special shout out to Robinson.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. The dude from Jacksonville. He was a rookie, right?
Yeah, he's a rookie.
James Robinson.
Free agent rookie, as a matter of fact.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
That's incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Extra special shout out to you, Holmes.
Rookie receiver Justin Jefferson. That is the easiest call of all time, I think. Yes, yeah, yo, Flea, you are right. A special shout out to Gibson at the running back. Gibson from Washington had a good year.
Absolutely. Yeah, he came on late. That's why I didn't even think of him. He came on late. Yeah.
He definitely did have a good year because I used him in the fantasy through the middle stretch. That's for sure. Wide receivers, Justin Jefferson. Who else had a good year?
Yeah. That's kind of tough. That one is kind of tough.
Let me go to receiving and see.
Is Guyton on the Chargers a rookie?
I think so.
Because we could go, because he started making an impact late. Ruggs had a couple of games.
Yeah.
Denzel Mims was like.
Might be T. Higgins.
Oh, no, Terry
Oh,
McLaurin.
yeah, my man T. Oh, almost forgot my man T. Higgins. Yeah, T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, yeah. What about Terry?
Claypool. Oh, Chase Claypool.
Nope. I'm going to trump all of those. Terry McLaurin.
He's not a rookie.
I thought he was a rookie.
No.
This year too?
Yeah.
All right, I'm wrong. I smoked too much goddamn weed.
Yeah,
So
no, T. Higgs. I mean T. Higgles and Claypool.
no, I would go with Higgins because he had an impact throughout the whole year where Claypool was totally up and
He
down.
had to end up being their number one because AJ Green has.
But shout out to Claypool, you are a downfield threat, and also to Ruggs because whenever you showed up, you are faster than everybody else not named Tyreek Hill. That's for
You're
sure.
definitely cutting a rug.
Rookie tight ends who had a good year.
Oh, that one I don't know.
It was all veteran tight ends. Oh, no, Hawkinson. That's his second year. Is this?
Yeah, not hockey. And you know what's funny? It's the rookies from before that we thought were going to get busy started getting busy now.
Yeah.
Irv Smith, Noah Fant especially.
Takes a couple years.
Second year tight ends have had way better years than.
I guess Njoku had. That's the only one that I know that.
He wasn't a rookie though.
See, he's not even a rookie. See, rookie tight ends don't really play, do they? Gronk was the exception.
No, rookie tight ends do play, and even look at Gesicki. Like Gesicki, this is what I'm saying. Like second, third year tight ends have been getting busy.
What about Fursker? Is he a rookie?
Can't remember.
No, I think he played last year.
See, that's weird. That's a weird thing that I never looked at.
Damn.
Oh, no, Darnold from Arizona.
Is he a rookie?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Dan Arnold?
No, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If so,
Or the tight end.
Or-
tight end from the Dolphins.
He's not a rookie though. Higbee from the Rams is guaranteed he's a rookie. So if
no,
Arnold,
he's not. No, Tyler Higbee was there last year.
see, Jesus Christ, it's got to be Arnold then.
But are we sure Arnold's a rookie? We sure?
No.
So then easily he gets it. But
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now because this is weird. Yeah, I can't think of even Logan Thomas has been in the league for years. Like he just now showed up this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
This is weird. That's weird that
it's really no TEs that really got no rookies. How you feeling over there? Nice, Nike, nice.
That's good.
Oh man, in the zone, son.
I'm nice.
Nah.
nice. You ain't nice, God. Oh, yo, see, this is his 5th year in the league for Dan
That's
Arnold.
what I'm saying. I was like, Dan Arnold's not a rookie.
God
Yeah,
damn.
we're double busting on these tight ends because ain't no real rookie tight end really step up like that.
Yeah. I thought the tight end from Dolphins. I thought he was a
Vicky,
rookie.
this is the second, third year.
All the tight ends on Buffalo, they're all in there.
Nope.
Yeah, that's really fucking weird, dude. Irv Smith Jr., if you know.
It's the second year.
See, God bless America.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody gets that shit because y'all suck.
Break matter tight ends.
Yeah, man, that's weird. Whoever the rookie tight end that just got drafted from Iowa, you get it.
Right.
I don't even know.
The one who's about to get drafted, one of them two.
Yeah, whichever one it is from Iowa, you get it based off of reputation alone.
Yeah.
So linemen, I don't fucking know. Who cares? I'm sure there were ones that had great years.
Becton, I'll give Becton props.
Yeah, Becton, you stood
Becton,
out.
Worse. Cleveland, I'll give you that. They both got busy. I cannot say the same for Andrew Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know any of the other ones because we don't watch the line. D-Eds, who on defense overall, there were rookies
Chase
that had a
Young,
good year.
that's
Chase Young's
yeah.
easy. He's going to get defensive rookie of the year easy.
Murdered.
Who else got busy that's young?
I feel like we have some deep, like young D tackle action that I just can't think of right now.
Damn, how deep in? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to look up. See some of these. See who was these rookies. I know there's got to be some rookies with some interceptions.
Well, I would say that listen, to man a Baltimore defense in the middle, Patrick Queen.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Props. I'm just gonna start throwing out names. I'm just thinking about these rookie cats. We've already said Jeremy Chin, who I think is gonna be an All-Pro eventually.
Yeah, definitely him.
Yeah, definitely.
Abram, who plays for the Raiders, another safety. That
Yeah.
guy, fucking.
Yeah.
He's a murderer.
Gotta put him up there.
Jonathan Abram, I put him there. Let's see who else.
Who is Romeo Okwara? What year is this for him? He plays for Detroit. For Detroit. Yeah.
No, he played for the G's.
Oh, okay.
No.
Montez Sweat. What year is this for him?
Like
3
two.
seasons. See, it's hard to. I'm gonna have to. We'll do this all rookie thing differently because I have to literally look up the rookie list because
Yeah.
who knows? Like you think this might be their first year of relevancy. It might be their 7th year in the fucking league, apparently.
Well, also we're paying more attention to some of these cats because Rona. To be honest, we wouldn't have fucking known these guys before. But yeah. But there are some gems out there.
The offense, it's easy to see rookies on offense because they're constantly talked about being a rookie that has an impact. You know, constantly thrown into your face.
Yeah.
So rookie
is the other safety on? I'm trying to think about the other safety on Indianapolis. Malik.
Oh, Hooker? Nah, he's
he's been in the league for a couple years.
Yeah, that's right. Hooker's been there. That's right.
So rookie of the year offense, Justin Herbert. You're a
Yes.
quarterback. That's easy.
Mm.
I know Justin Jefferson had an amazing year, but this is a quarterback, and we all saw it. We were all like, "Wow."
Yeah, Justin Herbert.
And he determines like how the offense moves.
Yeah. So defense, rookie of the year.
That one I don't
I
know.
mean, I gotta go Chase.
Yeah, Chase Young, man. That's
Chase
Chase, bro.
is a culture changer.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. You're named captain.
You know what I'm
That's-
saying? He's a culture changer. So,
And, you know, we can make fun of their record all we want. They didn't make the fucking playoffs
Mm-hmm.
with a Rolodex at quarterback.
And remember what I said at the end of that game that the Giants won, where Riverboat Ron went for 2, and they didn't get it, but I said this is going to absolutely change their season. I'll be damned. Look, they're the team who made it from the NFC East. Listen, these decisions, while not always popular, you can recognize that these are going to be the things that change your entire culture. And I called it from the very beginning. I said, okay, they lost this game, but this is the shit that's going to put the battery in their back for the rest of the season, and especially with Riverboat Ron. So yeah.
All right. MVP, Aaron Rodgers. That's easy. Offensive Player of the Year. Who you going with? I gotta go with Henry after seeing those stats. I have to after seeing that disparity.
I
There
mean,
we go.
you have. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to go with Henry. I mean, it's sad, and I love both of them, but
I want DeAndre.
I
want Deontay to get it. Devontae. I mean, I want him to get it. But after seeing that stat difference, I have never seen dominance at that level.
And back-to-back 2,000-yard rushes.
and I get that, and while I get that, the only thing is that with Henry, he'll have blockers up front. He can choose some shit. Where
I know.
Devontae's going against double teams.
All right. The only devil's advocate, even micro point I can take away from Devontae, you have Aaron Rodgers throwing you the fucking ball. I don't care how many people are covering you. It's going to be wherever your hands are at. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, then I will double down your devil's advocate, because if we do remember, Odell Beckham with the blonde hair came in at the 5th game, and he had over 1,300 yards receiving with future Hall of Famer Eli Manning, who no one would ever accuse him being as talented as A.A. Ron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, I know, but I was all about Devontae Adams until I saw that there's a 900-yard difference between 1 and 3. That's more yards than most running backs had in the fucking year. That's incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right, Defensive Player of the Year. Did we do this already? Am I high? No, we didn't. It was offensive.
Defensive Player of the Year.
It's tough.
It's tough.
I actually, for me, honestly, after watching this season of football, I know he won't get it, but I would give it to Jalen Ramsey after watching what he did to number 1 receivers all year.
Yeah, but
You could also give it to Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
but
TJ Watt also had like an incredible year.
Xavier Howard gonna get it because what he did is just it's really tough to do, and he did it.
It's going to go to a player on a playoff team.
Yeah, so I mean, I know Ramsey won't because they're not going to just keep throwing it to corners year after year, but from watching it,
they're going to go Shaq style, Aaron Donald. If they're going to go Steve Nash style, TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, possibly Darius Leonard thrown in there with a couple votes, probably.
Not a lot of people don't even know him.
I'm just saying he'll get a couple votes.
He's a super duper dark.
All right, so we got 1 minute left. Quick Super Bowl picks from the playoff teams. Nice.
Super Bowl picks.
Yep.
I say the Chiefs versus the Bucks.
Who wins?
Chiefs.
Carrie.
I'm going Buffalo versus. It's hard to go against the Bucks. I want to say Green Bay, but you know what? Fuck it, Green Bay. Buffalo, Green Bay, and if that happens, celebrate upstate.
This is the NFL. They like money. It is going to be Tom Brady in Tampa in the first Super Bowl team in a home stadium, and it will probably be Patrick Mahomes because he moves the needle more than anybody, and plus they're incredible. Now, if I go off of my football gut, I'm going with Buffalo and Green Bay because they're both playing excellent right now, and that's actually what I want to see.
That's what the shit I want to see, too.
That's the shit I want to see. So, guys, I appreciate it. We have made it all the way through a regular season, and now we got the best part of football ahead of us. You guys will hear from me this week. You already know it's fucking playoff football, guys. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon, man. So, that was the regular season. Me, Carrie, and sometimes Nice made it. That's dope. Yeah, man, that's why we're not throwing Tennessee in there. But if I go off of my football gut, and the thing with NFL football is momentum is such a key. The teams that are trending in the right direction, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Buffalo, and Tennessee. These 4 teams are, and don't sleep on Seattle. We last week played out a scenario where in a alternate universe, Buffalo and Seattle met in the Super Bowl. So it could happen. And like P said, it could happen to you. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Flea, you already know, homie. Yeah, man, it was nice to have Nice here. So now that he's not a Jets fan, Nice has been popping up consistently, and I love it. So I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Davey, Flea, everybody who popped by, all you ESPN sports analysts who watch our show and don't give us credit for the things that we say weeks ahead of you, what up? So that's been the regular season, and now it's playoff time. Let's see, today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I guess the next time I see you guys will be Morning